Hey, I want to tell you a story. Uh, this happened to me about a year ago today. The story's about trust. It's about putting your trust in things that we may not be able to understand, that we may not be able to put words to and name, but that we know is there. And I wrote a song about this around about a year ago. I wrote a song called IUNGO. And IUNGO is the Latin term meaning to connect. And I had the experience that compelled me to want to write these lyrics in this song. And it came from an experience that happened to me almost about a year ago today. And it changed my life. I had known this for a long time, but this kind of helped me to know that I knew, if that makes sense. I had this problem here at our place that I had to fix. And I won't go into details what it was, but it was really complicated. It felt really complicated at the time and seemed very above my pay grade, if you know what I mean. I had never really done anything like it before. So I started researching, started checking it out, started trying to figure out how to do it. I was trying to control everything, trying to figure out every detail before I got started. I had tradies over, people to come and check it out, see if they could do it for me. And eventually I decided something compelled me to give it a go myself. So I went to the local farm store here and I bought all the large rocks I could carry and all the soil and other stuff I needed to be able to do the job. Had it delivered up the front. And I proceeded to do the job one day. I got it started. And as I can do sometimes, I started to feel stressed about it and started to feel a bit overwhelmed. And as a person who comes from the background I do, trying to heal these bloodlines of our heritage, and trying to step into some new ways of doing things, trying to challenge myself, I can sometimes fall into some of that beating myself up, some of that self-debasing talk, and kind of at a point now where I can do the jobs and I can allow it to be there and just observe it there and not necessarily judge it on myself for its existence. And things are coming into my mind. It's going to mess up. It's not going to look good. It's going to be wrong. You might as well just give up now because this is not going to work, And then something happened. Something spoke to me from right up there. From right up there, something spoke to me. You know what it said? It said, if you would shut the fuck up for a second and stop talking and listen, you would know that I'm taking care of this and that everything's going to be okay. I've never had anything happen like this in my life. It was like it was coming through the wind. It's like it was coming through the wind, and I felt it go through my body, through my whole system. And it did swear at me. I guess it communicate. I swear sometimes. I got a potty mouth, man. I'm a musician. I'm an artist. Philosopher, I guess. Sometimes, whatever this entity is whatever you call it, I just call it the universe. It spoke to me, but it spoke to me in language that I needed to hear. It stopped me. It said, stop for a second. Shut the fuck up. Stop it. You're going to realize that everything's okay. So I kept going. I kept doing the job. I kept on hearing those those voices, those negative voices, and slowly what started to happen was the thing that I was making, the situation, the problem I was fixing started to go, and it started to be replaced with the solution, a solution that looked sustainable and correct. And the voice came back. I said, see? That's all it said. See? And that's the thing. All this worry, all this fear that we feel trying to control everything. You know, we have in our human minds this expectation that things should be good, things should be the way that we think that they should be. You know, because as human beings, we want to embrace, we want to survive. So we want to move towards things that are pleasurable, things that are good for us, that we think is good for us. You know, we want to avoid pain. So when pain comes up, it challenges us, makes us think, you know, is this gonna challenge, or is it gonna threaten my survival? But what might be ending is just your expectations, or my expectations of what things might have been. I've learned that there's something guiding it, there's something guiding us, and you can hear it if you listen. Let it guide you. Ever since that day, I've always known this, and I've thought about it for a long time, but now I know that I know. And if you want to check out the song I wrote about it, it's on the album that I released last year, which is available on Spotify and all the streaming platforms. This is not about promoting music or anything. This is about, I guess, just acknowledging that it had impacted me so much that I actually wrote not only just one song, but I ended up calling my whole album IUNGO. So it's all about that connection, and that connection that's waiting for all of us. And just like in every well-known religious text and spiritual ideology, one thing, you know, there's a lot of similarities, and one thing that's similar is the idea that all we have to do is ask. All we have to do is ask to see, and we will. So sometimes we just got to listen. It'll be there. Love you.